What to know before enrolling in a clinical trial. Symptoms of inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, range from diarrhea and abdominal pain to nausea, fever, loss of appetite, fatigue, and at times rectal bleeding. No single test can confirm IBD, which includes Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. IBD affects nearly 1 in 100 people living in the United States, according to a study led by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. There are currently no cures for IBD. Clinical trials are necessary for finding new ways of preventing, detecting, or treating diseases, but often limited participation, especially from diverse participants, creates challenges for meeting clinical trial goals. Clinical trials are not limited to testing study medications. They can also involve diagnostic tests, the role of a diet in IBD, or even understanding the emotional impact of IBD. The important role of clinical trials may ultimately help you or someone you love find a new treatment or ability to manage a condition like IBD more effectively. It's important to be well informed before taking part in a clinical trial. Feel free to ask questions to get a better understanding of the clinical trial and what is required to participate. Each trial follows thorough protocols to ensure the health and safety of its participants. Prior to enrolling in a trial, a research coordinator will review your complete medical history to see if you meet the inclusion criteria. You may have access to a study drug as a form of treatment during a clinical trial. To help reduce potential biases, participants will typically not know if they are receiving the study drug. The majority of clinical trials are federally or privately funded, so there is typically no cost to participants. There are some costs you may incur, such as travel, gas, parking, childcare, and time away from work. Trial sponsors commonly cover these costs, as well as any non-routine patient care that isn't covered by insurance. At any point you wish to drop out of the trial, you can, and for any reason. If you're interested in participating in a clinical trial, seek trusted sources such as the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, which can point you toward clinical trial opportunities. Once you identify a clinical trial that interests you and you may be eligible for, discuss the opportunity with your doctor and contact the research coordinator to learn more. Visit crohnscolitisfoundation.org/clinical-trials-community to learn more about IBD clinical trials and find opportunities near you.